Hi, so today's workout is one that I have been meaning to put on the channel for a while, which is the short post-run Pilates routine. So this is going to be a full body workout that I think is suitable for after you've been for a run, or maybe a shorter run, or even after you've been cycling. It's just a full body routine. We do some stretches, some strengthening, and hopefully you will end feeling fabulous. So we're going to start by standing. Okay, and we're going to have our feet hip distance apart. We're going to start with some breathing and some ankle strengthening. Okay, so we're going to inhale, and as you inhale, we're going to rise up onto the ankles and then exhale lower. Okay, so from the side, inhale and exhale. Good. So make sure you're putting the weight all the way through those ankles, so you're not letting the feet roll in or out. You're just nice and even through the feet. And down. Let's do two more. And down. And one more. And down. So we're going to go into some baby squats now with the heels lifted. So I'm going to show you from the side. So we're going to lift our heels. We're going to squat back into our chair, come up, and then drop the heels down. So let's do 8 of those. So up, drop back, lift up, and down for 2. 3. 4. Ooh, I'm a bit wobbly. 5. 6. Ooh. 7. Oh, golly. Last one, 8. And down. Good, so hopefully you weren't as wobbly as I was there. So now I'm going to come on to just do a bit of glute work and some balance. So we're going to face the end of the mat. We're going to take the toe back and we're hinging. So we're in a nice straight line and we're just going to lift and lower that back leg. So let's go for 8. So only lift it in line with the hip and make sure you're lifting from the glute and the hamstring. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold that leg up. We're going to draw tiny circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now arms come out to the side. Hinge forward a bit more. And let's balance here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Let's go to the other side. So if you have just come back from a run, this is going to be some extra work for those legs. Okay, so hinging forward, and let's lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now focus on a spot and circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then tip forward and balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, so coming to the end of your mat, we're going to do a nice roll down. So for the roll down, we're going to keep our spine vertical as long as we can to get as much movement out of that lower back. So we're going to inhale, exhale, nod your chin to your chest. Okay, and we're going to roll down against that imaginary wall, flexing over the legs, and then hold the bottom, bend the knees, push through the heels, and then rolling back up. Shoulders around and down at the back again. Nice stretch for your hamstrings here. Bend, straighten, and lifting up. So we're now going to go down onto the mat. Okay, so coming onto the mat, we're going to go into some hip rolls. So if you just hold on behind your thighs, tuck and roll down. Our hip bones, our legs are coming straight out of the hip bones. Feet are a fist distance apart. Your feet are quite close in, so you can get some more movement. We're going to inhale to prepare and exhale, tip that pelvis towards the rib cage, pushing through the heels and the hamstrings to come up. Okay, when we're in a nice line at the top, we're going to drop that left hip, and then we're going to roll down the left hand side of the spine and release completely at the bottom. And then we go back up in the center. Drop the right hip and then roll down the right hand side of the spine. Good, we do one more of those each side. Should be a nice little massage for your back. And its hip rolls are just so good to just get that movement back into your lower back. Release any pressure you may have there coming off of your run. And down. Okay, so now we're going to do a hip release exercise. So again, feet are hip distance apart. We're going to just let the leg fall out to the side, keeping the foot in contact with the mat, take it down, then turn the toe in and the knee in towards the other leg and bring it back. So down. So we're internally rotating from the head of the femur, from the hip. And up. So now we go the other way. So it's in, turn it out, drag it back. So it's just loosening off all those muscles in the front of the pelvis, the hip flexors, and around that head of the femur there. Okay, and let's go to the side. So I want you to not tip completely over. You just let your hip open out as much as it can. Okay, so everybody will be different. One more this way. Okay, and then reverse it. And up. 2. And last one. So we're now going to take the feet to legs to tabletop. So one leg in, the other leg in. Our arms are coming to a low V, palms are facing the ceiling. Okay, we're going to let the knees and feet go over to one side and then use the obliques to bring them back. Okay, so try and keep your body grounded onto the mat. So I don't want you to collapse over completely. Okay, we're just letting the legs go over until you feel a little stretch in that lower back, and then you're using the obliques to bring them back. Over and back. So now you can take them over, extend, and bring them back straight and bend if you wish. Okay, so work with your body. Maybe that you only want to do one leg, so use the inside leg and bring it back. Let's do one more either side. And last one. And then just hug those knees in and rock from side to side. Holding on behind the thighs, sitting up for the half roll back. So feet are flat on the mat, hip distance apart. My spine is nice and vertical. Arms are coming straight, shoulders are nice and relaxed. We inhale to prepare, exhale tuck that pelvis under as you roll back. And then we stay in that C shape as we come up and over and then lengthen up. Okay, so let's do 6 like that. So the most important thing about this exercise is getting that C shape with the spine. It's not as going back as far as you can. Okay, you've got to keep your form and do the exercise. The further you go back, the more likely you are to grip in the hip flexors, and then the work goes out of the abdominals. So listen to your body and you will be able to tell when your hip flexors start to grip. Okay, so don't go that far. 2 more. And up, and last one. Up. There we go. Okay, so we're just now going to take that into an oblique roll back. So with the oblique, we just sweep the arm back and come straight back up to vertical. So tuck into your C shape and back. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now taking the bottom back, I'm going to take our feet just slightly wider than hip distance, flex the feet. Okay, our spine is nice and vertical still, so if you need to bend your knees a little bit to get into that vertical spine, or sit on a folded towel or a yoga brick, it's just very important we have a nice vertical spine. So we're going to take our arms out to a T, we rotate, we flex over, saw off our little toe, lift up to vertical and untwist. So you should feel a nice stretch down the hamstrings. And up, lift, flex, lift, untwist. 2 more. And last one. Okay, holding on behind the thighs again, rolling down, legs now go straight and feet are flexed, arms overhead for the roll up. So inhale, arms go to the ceiling, exhale, push through those heels as you come up, reach beyond the toes, back to vertical, and then tuck and roll down. Okay, so we're just going to do 5 of these, so just 4 more. Again, it's a nice stretch of the hamstrings and it's building that core strength to support you during running. And last one. Stay seated, and we're now going to roll onto our tummy. Okay, so lying face down, we're going to take our arms into a goalpost position. Our legs are going to go long and the heels are slightly dropping in. That just gives us a little bit more room in the pelvis. Okay, so glutes and hamstrings pulling down, abs are lifted to support that lower back, head is in line. We inhale as we extend up and then exhale, lower down. So we're not really using the arms, we're using mainly the upper back muscles to lift. The arms are just there for a little bit of support. Let's do 3 more like that. Head is in nice alignment. Your eye gaze is always to the mat. 2. And last one. Okay, so we're now going to lift up, lift our legs off, and we're going to swim the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Let's do one more set of those. Lifting up, legs come off, and we'll swim for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down, and then roll on to your side. Okay, so we're going to create a pillow with our bottom arm. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is long. Just push that hip away to make sure you're not collapsing in the waist. Okay, legs going to come straight out and we're circling forward for 8, 7. Keep the upper body nice and still. Use those abdominals to support. All the work's coming from the outside of the hip and the glute. 3, 2, 1. Now reverse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both legs are going long. We're going to lift the top, bottom, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now lie along your bottom arm, top arm goes along the hip, and just move the legs slightly forward so you're in a little banana shape. We're going to lift the top and the bottom and down. So we're using the obliques as well. For 2, we'll just do 4, 3, and last one, 4. So now we're going to line our shins up with the front of the mat and take our hands around our head for open book stretch. So inhale here and then exhale, rotate back, opening up that chest and back. So when you've been running, there's a lot of forward flexion motion. So just doing this nice opening stretch to open out that chest again feels really nice. And one more. And down. And then let's go to the other side. Okay, so getting set up for our side line. Top leg is long. Push that hip away, making sure we're not collapsing in the waist. For circles. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep that leg really long. 1. Okay, both legs are going long now. We lift the top, bottom, and down. Both legs long. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lying down along that arm now, making sure the legs are a little bit forward to give you some balance. And we lift up and down. So I definitely can't come up as high this way. And down, but I can still feel my obliques working, my legs working, all the underside working. One more. And then bend those knees in for my favourite stretch. So inhale and rotate back. So you may find it's better with a straight arm. Okay, give that a go, see what it feels like. And back, and do the one that you prefer. And last one. And back, and then just push up. I'm going to end with just some seated hamstring and glute stretches. So we're going to put one foot on the inside of the thigh, okay? And then I want you to rotate, and then with a flat back, just lean down towards that flex foot. Okay, so don't need to collapse along the leg. And just breathe. Okay, and then switch sides. So rotate towards that leg and then just lean forward with a flat back. Good. And then we'll end with some seated glutes. So we're going to cross the legs over and sitting up. And already you should feel a stretch in the outside of both of those hips. Sitting up nice and tall. And then rotate. Obviously keep doing these stretches for as long as you want, till if you feel like the muscles are relaxing. And back. And let's just do the other side. So sitting up tall. That's already a really intense stretch along that glute for me. I was riding my bike this morning, so I can really feel that. Okay, and then rotate. And you are done. So there you have it, just a short post-run workout. It's a full body routine, so we've worked everything. And hopefully it's left you feeling really great. So leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you back here again really soon. Take care, bye.